know many of you are like what I used to be 5 years ago. 5 years ago, as I said, network marketing, anything related to a project that you have to refer people, I'd run away. And here's the funny thing. Now I can't understand why someone would do it. And I share this because I know many of you are like that. Did you know that you could refer someone to Nike, to Apple, to Tesla, and get a referral fee? That's where the world is heading. And I always say, now that I've understood how it all works, if something is good enough for you, why would you not want to share it, especially when you're getting rewarded for it? But even so, let's consider someone who is looking at this just to say, what is in it for me as a passive income? Let's look at the benefits if you do not refer anyone. First of all, you'll own equity in Endotech, so potential return from selling Endotech stock or receiving dividends in the future. Second is the trading rewards, potential rewards from successful trading performance of Endotech's AI system. The third one is where I need you to focus on right now so you understand it. You can generate a maximum of 48% return on crowdfunding contribution from spillover in the referral plan, even with no referrals. Now, I say up to 48%, and I'll explain how, but just hold tight because I will share with you shortly how you could, without sponsoring anyone, in the first 48 hours, you could potentially make 100% of your money back, if not more, with profit, without referring anyone. But let's take a look at what we mean by this 48%. Well, we use a matrix structure, which we will explain shortly, which essentially means on your generation one, there can only be 3 people. And that can come from above, which we call spillover. And you get 4% of each of those person. And the second generation can have 9 people, you get 4%. And that could give you up to 48% of what you contributed yourself back in the first 48 hours, potentially, without sponsoring anyone, without referring anyone. Just to summarize, you could purchase a crowdfunding. You could get 48%. And I'm telling you now that does not apply because you could get even way more than that. You could get 48% back without sponsoring anyone. Plus you got your trading going for you. Plus you got equity. For someone who's referred no one, if you get that, the question I'm sure is, well, what about if we build a team? What about if we refer people? Well, you just wait and see because it gets better and better. But let's go and see what are the crowdfund tier contribution levels first. There's 10 different levels starting at $100. So entry 1, tier entry 1, you contribute $100. You've totally contributed 100. That's tier 1. If you want to now contribute to the next tier, that's an additional 200, total of 300. You contribute 400 more, which is the next tier, that's a total of 700 and so on. People often ask, what's the benefit of the higher tiers? First of all, the higher the tier, the more you have in trading, the more stock equity you get, especially from entry level 8, where 70% goes into trading. But here's one other important aspect. Whatever tier you have, you'll benefit on up to that same tier entry of other people. So if I had the $1,500 tier, entry 4, total of $1,500, when I'm supposed to get paid commission on someone else, even if they've contributed more, I'll get paid on their first $1,500 because that's what I have. I can only get paid on the tiers that I have contributed to myself. That's the tier level, nothing to do with the